What's up, gamers? We're back here with another epic video, and today we're discussing the newest controversy in Melee, the Z-jump. That's right, people, the Z-jump. Now, if you're interested in hearing about someone who's very, very good at Melee talk about the Z-jump, get out of here. I don't know anything about this game. I've only played for like a bit less than a year, so I definitely would not like call myself good. I'm like not really a ranked demon, but I'm playing like these gold, silver level lobbies. But I feel like I've seen a lot of stuff about the Z-jump from the POV of like the players who are playing the game like all the time, like obviously the non-Cody discussions, if you can call them discussions even. I feel like there kind of needs to be a POV of like the common man. I'm thinking like if this is like something that's implemented at larger level tournaments, that it does affect everyone, it'd be kind of unfair to just be like, oh yeah, this only Cody gets his like Z-jump checked, because like if it's a rule, it should apply to everyone, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm saying that as someone that has like, does not frequent majors, but I've gone to like Riptide before and I played in Melee and it was fun, and I'd like to do that again. But I should probably preface by saying I am a Z-jumper, I'm a filthy jumper. But I think that there needs to be like more people from more like levels saying like conversing about Z-jump in a proper manner. But I should probably start by saying like I've been like keeping up with Melee since 2017-ish. I played the other Smash games first. I never really had a GameCube, so I never really thought about getting into Melee. But you know, I watched like a lot of Smash 4 tourneys that year, and you know, if you're watching the Smash 4 tourneys, you're naturally gonna watch Melee. So I was keeping up with some of the Melee stuff. I saw like Judat wobble everyone for like some part of a year. I saw some random Marth just beat Leffen at that one Smash and Splash, and it was crazy. After that, I really just had a really on and off relationship with Smash itself, and so I never like really thought about getting into Melee for a number of reasons. Like I didn't have a GameCube, I could have gotten it, but it was mostly because I thought, damn, this looks hard, and I'm kind of a bum, so I don't want to try. And so I never tried for like a pretty damn long time, and I really like fell off with Melee from that point onward, up until about like sometime like late 2024. I want to say, like, if I had to pick a specific moment, I don't even know how I ended up watching Don't Bark on the Grass, but I saw like that most of that top 8, and that was very interesting because the top 4 was just like full of players that I had never seen before, as someone who like was not really keeping up with Melee since in the post-pandemic era. And so I kind of watched that. I like paid more attention to it as like 2025 rolled in. I saw the insane Hungrybox Genesis win. Motherfuckers crying on stage, and I was like, dude, this is inspiring. I need to pick up this Melee game ASAP. And so I was like, you know what, I might as well get into the game. And what did help me was the fact that I got a new controller, the Pro GCC, which does allow you to just play like any game that you really want to. Like it has a Switch mode, it has an Xbox mode, it has an N64 mode. And so at the time I was just looking for a new controller just because I didn't really have anything good. I was like, you know what, if I want to get into Melee, I might as well just get this now and like not bother later. Because one thing about me, I do not like the GameCube controller. As chopped as it sounds, I just don't like half of the features on that controller. I think it's like very uncomfortable in a lot of ways. And so if I wanted to play Melee, I'd have to get a like controller, but I wasn't like, I might as well just play on this controller. And one of the features of the Pro GCC is that you are given access to remapping buttons. And so one of the first things I did with Melee was I guess change my left trigger button to be a jump. And I thought that was like pretty natural, just because in every other Smash game I have that button set to jump. And like I'm not going crazy on the remaps either. Like that's the main thing I have. I have to remap some certain other things too, just to be able to play the game like a regular human being. For instance, I have my right trigger set to like regular shield, but because I don't have a modifier, I need to set my right bumper to be a light shield button, and that's weird. But those are like the only 2 big things I have, and I guess I put my grab button on the other side, if that even matters to any of you chuds. Dude, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was gonna say something about claw grip. I think claw grip is stupid. I would not play melee if I did not have the option to remap my buttons. As like kind of stupid and mind-boggling as it sounds, I already get some like hand pain from playing the game normally, and you know, that's like, I think that's kind of natural. It's a very intense game. Claw is just a bit too much for me to really want to actually play melee because it's putting your hand in a very unnatural way, and I don't really want to like have to deal with something like that long term, because I'm playing other games too. I need my hands for other stuff in my life, and if you know, I like melee a lot. I'm down to like learn all of this stuff with it, but if the end result is that like me playing melee just hurts the rest of my body, I'm kind of not really down for that. And the thing is, I'm like really down to learn melee is the thing. One of the things I really like about this game is the fact that you can just like, you can log into the game every single day and everything is just the same old Fox, same old Marth, same old Sheik, whatever. And you like just keep on learning like that, and nothing really, well, things change of course, but like at the level I'm at, things aren't really changing. I just have to like learn how to get better as I am, and I think that process is really satisfying, you know? Like I don't jive with some mechanics. I don't really like L canceling. I don't think a lot of people like L canceling unless you're like an actual melee crackhead. I don't really like the fact that there's no buffer, but I deal with it because I think it's like very interesting to like overcome those types of struggles. But I don't think that like, I don't really find zjump to be that intuitive of a struggle, because if claw is like physically humanly possible, and it's physically humanly possible to do it all the time, but it hurts, and I don't want to like hurt myself. Therefore, I'm kind of taking like the cheap route out, bruh. I'm like, I'm kind of cheating, but it's also like I'm cheating, but it's like for a stupid reason. If you understand what I mean, I feel. I'm kind of just talking bullshit out of my ass. I have like points written down for this, but it's mostly just like me rambling about shit. Yeah, I find the game very fun, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm not like going ham on remaps. I'm not like trying to put my special button to a shoulder or some bullshit so I can like do whatever Fox laser shenanigans. I'm just like trying to view the game from a lens that it was kind of intended to be played on. But also, there's no lens this game was intended to be played on. There's like, everything's fucking broken about this game. I think that like the logic that because the game was played just like this a decade, 2 decades, however fucking long ago, it all goes out the window once you just add a bunch of bullshit. And Melee's just been adding bullshit for decades on decades, bro. This game isn't even fucking real. You guys are just like making up bullshit. That's how I see it from my point of view. And I think like to that extent, boxes and notches are kind of like fucked. At least the way I perceive it. I might not be knowledgeable enough to speak on this global issue. I may not be politically informed, but like if claw is like somewhat equivalent to zjump, and it's not like equivalent, but like you can physically claw all the time, and so I see zjump as like it'd be like fair because you can do it, but you can't just like, you know, yeah. But if you're like getting a notch, that's physically hitting like a coordinate on your control stick that you can literally never hit consistently ever unless you have that specific notch. And I think that's like, that's pretty damn suspect to me. That's like, that wasn't intended at all. Somewhat similar for box, but I think box is like, you do need that for accessibility purposes. And I think at the end of the day, zjump is just an accessibility thing, and it should pretty much be treated like one. And it's kind of disingenuous to act like, you know, everybody should be clawing, because like, I'm not breaking my fucking hands over melee, man. I'm being 100% serious. I'm not trying to like do all of this. I'm not trying to do all of this for a game I think it's cool, but it's like, it hurts. It fucking hurts. I don't want to hurt myself playing video games. I think it's kind of insane, bruh. But that's the beauty of it, you know? You get to talk about what's insane and what's not, and you get to call people bogus on the internet and send them death threats and bullshit. Leave a death threat in the comment section down below if you like this rant. If you want to see more, like, hit that subscribe button, and other bullshit. Zumpers for life, bruh.